The hotel guests at the Cecil Hotel were complaining that the water pressure was very low, and that when they turned the water on, it would come out dark or black.
The water did have funny taste.
It wasn't right.
There was something wrong. The pressure in the water was terrible. The shower was awful. The water, and when you turned the tap on, the water was coming black first for 2 seconds, and then it was going back to normal.
When you turned the tap on, the water was coming black first.
Grim discovery at a downtown LA hotel. Police say the body found in a hotel water tank is that of a 21-year-old Canadian tourist, Elisa Lam. KTLA's Eric Spillman joins us live now from downtown LA with the latest on her mysterious death. Good morning.
Hi, Megan. I just got off the phone with the coroner's office, and they're talking about performing an autopsy on the body, perhaps as soon as tomorrow. The cause of death is going to be an important piece of the puzzle here. What a bizarre discovery it was yesterday. Let me show you some pictures of firefighters on the roof here of the Cecil Hotel. The body was found in a large water tank on the rooftop. People staying at the hotel complained of low water pressure, so a maintenance worker went up to check. He found the naked body of a woman in her 20s at the bottom of one of the tanks. Firefighters had to use a saw to cut a hole in the tank, drain the water out, and remove the body. Now, they've identified her as 21-year-old Elisa Lam. She's from Vancouver, Canada, was last seen at the Cecil on January the 31st. Police are calling her death suspicious, not yet calling it a murder, and they're saying they cannot rule out foul play. Here's what's really interesting. Investigators did a thorough search of the hotel, including the rooftop area, 3 weeks ago, and they used search dogs to do it. Also, the only way to the roof is through a locked and alarmed door that only employees have a key to.
Many of us have them. When you talked about how they had to get her out, they had to cut a hole in the top, apparently, of it. So if that's how they had to get her out, how in the world might have she been put in, or had she got in it?
Yeah, and when you think about the restrictions on how you can get up there, you have to go through a locked door. There's an alarm system that notifies the hotel if anyone's up there. It's just very strange.
The elevator at the Cecil opens up, and Elisa Lam walks in and begins to push buttons. She waits for the door to close, but it doesn't. So she looks out to see if there is anyone pushing the button or anyone out there. Is she hiding from someone? We may never know. But the question is, why is the elevator door not closing? In other words, who is controlling it? Throughout this video, it does appear that there is someone to the right that she appears to be talking to, or looking for or at. She re-enters the elevator and then pushes all the buttons again, but the elevator does not respond, nor does it close. The girl in the red jacket or sweater, frantically trying to escape something, trying to flee what she knows is coming, like a helpless little mouse lost in a maze. Elisa Lam becomes very distressed, and it appears as though she's talking to someone. To some, she does appear as though she has been drugged, but the official report says that she had no drugs in her system. This is the last video showing Elisa Lam alive. Shortly after, around 3 weeks, they found her on top of the Cecil Hotel's roof, inside of a water tank. And to think that the residents of the Cecil Hotel were using this disgusting, filthy water for 3 weeks without even knowing they were using the waters that flowed from death, from a dead body. And to think that they had to use the showers and wash their clothes, wash their face. They had to brush their teeth in that filthy, disgusting, dark water. It sounds like something you would see in a movie. Well, guess what? It is. In 2002, years before the Elisa Lam incident, they made a film called The Dark Water. Would you believe that this movie concept is based on an Asian mother and daughter who go to a hotel that involves the elevator and they experience dark water that came from the corpse of a dead little girl's body that fell into the rooftop water tower? In 2005, Hollywood did a remake of Dark Water.
I think we picked the perfect place to live.
You're gonna love it up here. We're 2 blocks from the school.
And you'll notice throughout the whole movie, it's focused on the elevator.
Get stuck in here, huh?
Remember when we watched Elisa Lam frantically pushing the elevator buttons?
Okay, thank you.
Shit. Come on. Who did this? This building is falling apart.
Cecil, stay in the elevator. I'm bringing it down. Cecil, can you hear me?
You take as best you can. Roll it, pat it, and mark it with the bead.
There's a leak in my bedroom ceiling.
I can hear that there's someone running water upstairs.
Did you say upstairs? There hasn't been anyone up there for years.
So I went into the elevator and the buttons are burnt off.
Why was the door open?
It was locked. Someone else opened it.
Hello?
And the itsy bitsy spider went up the spout again.
And watch this scene as they approach the building. The camera focuses on the very top of the building where the water tower is. Exactly like the Cecil Hotel, where they found Elisa Lam's body. notice how they want you to think that she fell in by accident. And the little girl wears the color of red, the color of the sacrificed one. There are many connections between the Cecil Hotel and the movie Dark Water, but the most unbelievable connection is that the little girl in the Dark Water movie, her name is Cecilia, which is just the feminine form of the word Cecil, which means blind or sixth.
Ceci? You know how they are. She's just exploring.
You could have fallen. Sorry. Okay? How can you leave this unlocked? There's no railing here. It's totally irresponsible.
It's supposed to be locked.
Well, it wasn't.
I'm sorry.
Notice how they say it was supposed to be locked.
Why was the door open?
It was locked. Someone else opened it.
You think about the restrictions on how you can get up there. You have to go through a locked door. There's an alarm system that notifies the hotel if anyone's up there. It's just very strange.
And of course, they blame it all on the maintenance guy.
Why was the door open?
It was locked.
Mr. Beck, why didn't you lock the door to the roof?
I did.
No, she opened it and walked right out. Now, what if she'd gotten hurt?
What are you talking about? I checked it. Hour ago. It was locked. Someone else opened it.
And you'll notice in the movie that he is the one that watches them while they're on the elevator. And you'll notice that the camera is in the same exact position and angle as that of the camera at the Cecil Hotel.
Oh, yeah, there's the camera. Say hi. Mr. Beck is watching us. And I want to take you up to 9.
And look at this coincidence. In the movie, the address is 540 Eastwood. And the Cecil Hotel's address is 640 South Main Street. Now, this next connection is unbelievable. Elisa Lam, believe it or not, during the time that she was missing, down in downtown Los Angeles, there was an epidemic of TB, an outbreak in Skid Row, in the same exact area where Elisa Lam was. And believe it or not, the name of the test, the TB test that they gave, is called the Lam Elisa. The Cecil Hotel has had its share of shady characters, like the satanic serial killer Richard Ramirez, who killed 14 people, and of course he paid $14 a night on the 14th floor. And even the famous Austrian serial killer also stayed at the Cecil. Elizabeth Short was also seen at the Cecil before she was murdered, before she was dismembered and sacrificed. She has become a famous icon. She's famous for her Glasgow smile, the smile of the Joker. She's known as Black Dahlia. And would you believe the star of the Dark Water movie is named Dahlia?